During this presentation, I will be talking about the state controller, particularly in the state of California, and what this all entails. This is for my presentation for Professor Bell at Valley College, and my name is Araceli Garcia. The state controller, particularly in the state of California. A controller in accounting terms is the chief accounting officer of a business or institution. In this case, when talking about a state controller, the state controller is pretty much in charge of all financial records for the state of California. So the state controller would be in charge of statewide accounting, generating state financials, approving claims against the state, processing payroll for all state employees. California currently has the fifth largest economy in the world. California currently has a population of 40 million people. As the state controller also oversees institutions like Franchise Tax Board and Board of Equalization. Franchise Tax Board is in charge of collecting all income tax for all residents of the state of California. According to the Franchise Tax Board, for their fiscal year of 2023, the state of California collected a total of $220.59 billion in tax revenue, the highest of any state. The controller has many chairs, one of them, like I mentioned, being the Franchise Tax Board, and serves on the board of the nation's two largest public pension funds, the California Public Employee Retirement System and the California Teachers Retirement System Board, which have a combined portfolio of $750 billion. The State Controller's Office is also in charge of unsecured property and unsecured funds, meaning that if a property is obtained by the state, it is returned to the rightful owner, just the same way as certain wages that are owed to an individual. The state controller is in charge of finding the recipient of the funds or the property. Our current state controller, Malia M. Cohen, has been elected since 2023. The term of office for a state controller is 4 years, renewable once. Elections for state controllers are held on a 4-year basis concurrently with elections for the offices of governor, lieutenant governor, or attorney general. She is the first African American to be put in the position. She is the 33rd controller of the state of California. She is part of the Democratic Party. Cohen has previously served as the chair of the California State Board of Equalization. She is a San Francisco native. She has worked with Gavin Newsom since 2003. She was also the person that replaced Dianne Feinstein when she passed, and she was put in as senator for the remaining of Feinstein's term. The state controller has a lot of responsibilities. Ms. Cohen is elected to her position. She is a part of a department that has about 300 employees that help her conduct audits, conduct and generate reports for the state of California. They're able to audit where all government and state and local agencies spend the money that is given to them by taxpayers. Just overseeing the Board of Equalization and thinking about all the money that is collected by just that one agency is pretty intimidating. Ms. Cohen is responsible for all of these departments and will need to generate financials and make them public for all California residents. As for the requirements of becoming a state controller and in order to run, here are the listed requirements. There isn't an age requirement for this position, but for the track record that all of previous controllers have had, they've been in politics in California, and politics in California, and most of them have had a career in politics with this position. This concludes my presentation on the State Controller of California.